This is the first time I have felt almost well for over a week. Looking for my keys. Look at your legs. You got your sexy legs going on. That gym workout knocked me on my ass. G'day everyone. Boy, am I happy to be here talking to you and filming and actually leaving the house, because this is the first time I have felt almost well for over a week. If you remember the last video I posted, I was down at the lake and I was really excited because I'd seen the turtles. And hang on, there's a bird in my way. Get off the road, bird. And back then I said that I wasn't feeling well, but I had gone for a nice stroll down to the lake and I felt so much better for it. That was a week ago. I had been not feeling well up to then, and it's only today that I'm feeling good, and it's mostly been vertigo. I just thought it was because I'd been overdoing it a little bit, you know, because we've been painting and doing a pile of stuff around the house and filming and doing just normal life stuff, and I thought I'd been overdoing it a little bit, not sleeping well, and that's usually when I get a bit of vertigo. It's my body's way of saying, Karen, slow down, you're doing too much. So I tried slowing down and it didn't help. And then a couple days later, I looked at my Fitbit and it said that my O2 levels were down to 94%. So, well, no wonder I feel sick. O2 levels should always be up at least 98%. So I kind of tried to stay active, but I didn't feel... Look, I don't know how you're supposed to feel when your O2 levels are that low, but I didn't feel like that was the case. You know, I could breathe fine, my lips and nails weren't blue, I didn't have any issues. So after that went on for 3 days, and I think it actually got down to 93% one day, I went, yeah, I think Fitbit's having a bit of a spaz, and I'm taking no notice whatsoever of the O2 levels. And then it occurred to me last night, look, Karen, you've tried everything else, you're not getting rid of it. I tried a technique that I actually learnt from the physio. It's I went for vestibular physio a few years back. The vestibular is the thing in your ear that helps you keep balance, and I had very bad balance and very bad vertigo for a long time. It caused a lot of problems, had a major impact on my life. Anyway, short story is, I went and got this physio for it, and I did this thing and it fixed it. And all it is I had seen it online and lots of people saying it worked, and I was too scared to try it at home because it just looked absolutely horrific. But when the physio did it, I now do it whenever I'm feeling a bit off. And all I do is I lay on the foot of the bed with my head hanging over, so I'm sort of looking backwards, and I lay like that for about 30 seconds, and that makes all the crystals in your ear float to a certain point. But basically, lay on the foot of the bed with my head hanging over the edge and look up, lay like that for 30 seconds until all the crystals have fallen to one place, and then I need to get help to sit up really fast, and that just makes all the crystals in the ear sink to the right place, because sometimes they get separated, and that's when you get motion sickness and vertigo and stuff. So that helps all the crystals fall back together, and it stabilizes me, and I felt better within half an hour. And I went and said to Connor, because I need him to help me sit up that quick. Sometimes he sits me up so quick he nearly flings me through the window, he's so strong, and not that hard. But he's got the hang of it now, so he doesn't do that very often anymore. And I went out and I said, look, I don't want to jinx anything, but I feel so much better already. And that was like half an hour later, and I had a good sleep, and I woke up this morning, and I knew as soon as I woke up and sat up that I was feeling so much better. Getting sick in whatever form really sucks, but the good thing about it is that when you're well again, it just makes you really appreciate life and health and beauty and sunshine and all that stuff around you. So as much as it sucks to get sick, it makes it kind of worth it when being well makes you feel so much better. So obviously I haven't been to the gym or anything for over a week. I the best I've done have been a couple of slow strolls down to the lake, and I did one of those yesterday, and I was just so exhausted. I had my walking stick and I strolled at like turtle pace, and I didn't think I was going to get home, so that's the most I've done. So today I'm going to the gym, and I'm telling myself I'm not going to overdo it. I'm limiting it to an hour, combination of cardio and some weights, no more than an hour. And then I'm going to have my shower, go to the chemist, do a few things, and I thought I'd take you along with me just to see what I'm doing, just to chat. Something crashed in the back seat. I think it was my gym bag. And I'll show you what I'm making for dinner tonight, because it's a new recipe that I've found, and it is so good. If you like risoni, you're gonna love this. So almost at the gym. Hope I can get a convenient parking spot, because there's a class on at the moment, and it is quite late. It's like 11:15, and I wouldn't normally come to the gym at this time of day, but I did waffle about quite a lot this morning, and here is a nice spot. I'll just reverse into here, thank you very much. And here we are at the gym. An hour, Karen, just an hour. That's all you're going to do. You're not going to overdo it today and get sick again. Just an hour. Let's go do some work. Finished at the gym. Now we're heading across to the chemist to get a few things. I don't really want to go to the chemist right now, but it's Friday, and there's a big music festival on around town this weekend. So if you're not going to that, the best idea is to stay home. I need to stop walking because it's going to be really, really crowded. So I'm going to do what I can now, and yeah, that gym workout knocked me on my ass. As I was saying, yeah, the gym knocked me on my ass. It was a lot. Like, I haven't been to the gym or done pretty much anything active for over a week, apart from my couple of strolls down to the lake, which were really nothing more than that, just a stroll. So I did what I said I was going to do. I only was there for an hour. I put in 30 minutes on the treadmill, then I went and did some weights, and even then I used lighter weights, and I didn't do as much as I would normally do. And I even took myself off into the big room that was empty, and just to do a few things quietly by myself. Just my social anxiety is a bit triggered today because I haven't been out, and because I haven't been well. I'm just a bit oversensitive, and that's normal. I'm looking for my keys. There they are. That's normal. So I'll be okay. It just takes me a little bit to get back into the swing of things when I've been feeling as crappy as I was feeling. Time to head home now. Spend some time with Stephen and Lucy, grab a coffee, and see what else I've got on my to-do list today. Hello, did you miss me? Hey? Did you miss me while I was out? Look at you, put your bum away. I have to get Stephen out of his tank. Will we go get Stephen? Yeah, go get Stephen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sit up here with me, hold on tight. So hello everybody, it's time to go outside. Yeah. Off you go. crouch down, Steph. Look at your legs. Look at your sexy legs going on. Enjoying the sun. So as you can see behind me, we are still living in a mess of painting and sanding and sorts of things like that. This is the room that's almost finished. Oh, it's still got that amazing new paint and new carpet smell. So the desk and all the underneath of it all got pulled, the whole thing got dismantled and painted. So it looks like that. Those cupboards there, they will be painted black as well. It looks so good. White. White. It's going to be some amazing artwork go on that wall, or maybe that wall, I'm not sure. Yeah. And this carpet, oh, I'm so jealous. This carpet is amazing, so thick and lush. I was trying to be quiet when I was in there because Connor's room's just next door and he's still asleep. And I was nice and quiet in the room, quietly closed the door, turned around and crash. I banged into the sliding door of the whole cupboard. Good on you, Karen. While Stephen sits here and soaks up the afternoon sun, we'll take Lizzie for a walk. Are you ready for a walk? Yep. Yeah, put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. No. There we go. Let's go. Tonight for dinner we are making a one pot chicken risoni. I have made it once before and it was delicious, and it is so quick and so easy and so tasty that I thought I'd show you it. I will write the recipe down the bottom. It's not my original recipe. I will include where I got it from and what the proper recipe looks like. Obviously I'm not following it strictly, so it's pretty flexible. Okay, so a bit of oil in the pan. Chuck in your chicken. When the chicken's partly cooked, I'm going to throw in some onions because I like onions. Some capsicum because it looks pretty. And cook it again. Add in a shit ton of seasoning. This is a couple of different types of paprika and a stack of pepper. Get it all nice and coated. I'm also adding some snow peas because that's the only other vegetable I've got in the house. I picked them from the garden this morning. And I like to have something green in my food. Food always looks pretty when you've got lots of colour. I like this recipe a lot because I like risoni. And all the recipes that I've found, they're always really creamy, and I don't like creamy foods, like, you know, those creamy pastas and creamy sauces and stuff. I don't like them at all. This one is really just a tomato-y base in a stock. It does say to add some cream cheese to make it creamy, and I don't add that. I just think it's great without it. Now that the chicken's cooked, I'm going to add in my sun-dried tomatoes, and the recipe says olives, so I didn't have any, so I added in some jalapenos, and my risoni, and 2 cups of stock with a whole pile of other stuff. I've got lots of garlic, a bit of chili sauce, the tomato paste, and basically whatever seasonings you like. And we're going to bring that back to a simmer and cook the risoni. Bring it back to a simmer and lower the heat, because risoni sticks if the heat is too high. So just find that happy temperature, let it simmer, and give it a stir every few minutes so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. When the risoni's cooked, you can turn off the heat because it's done. Normally I would add, oh, I've lost my knife. Normally I would add some rocket or some baby spinach like it says in the recipe, but I don't have any of those things at the moment, so I picked some nice purple lettuce from the garden this morning, and I'm just going to stir that through for some extra vitamins and some extra colour. But that's it. That is one pot chicken risoni. Let's try it. Some risoni and some sauce. See how it's thickened up? It was really watery. Now it's nice and thick. There we go. A little bit of chicken as well. A little bit of chicken, bit of risoni, bit of onion. There we go. That's hot. And of course, you don't have to make it as spicy as this. We like spicy food. That's why I've got all the spicy stuff in it. But you don't have to. And when you have a look at the actual recipe that I put down the bottom and compare it to what I've made here, you'll see that you just make it up as you go. And this is really flexible. Hot. Oh. You've got to make this. You've got to make this. It's so good. So that has been my Friday. Not exactly excitement central as far as days go, but for me, having been really crook for over a week, it was an excellent day. This weekend I was hoping to get out and do some gardening, and it looks like it might be a good weekend for it because it looks like it's going to rain now, rain tonight, so hopefully the weekend will be bright and sunny. The plants will be happy because they've had a good drink, and it is the end of winter. Spring is starting. All the plants have already started to show their new leaves and their new colours, and everything is looking pretty bleak and pretty messy, and I am just, excuse me, that was loud. And I'm just really keen to get out and have a day in the garden and get things all tidied up and spruced up, ready for spring growth. I hope you've enjoyed spending some of the day with me, and I will see you again. Get in focus. I will see you again, hopefully very soon, doing something a bit more interesting. I still haven't been for that beach walk that I said over a week ago I'm desperate to do. I want to get out and do some gardening, and there are a few local bushwalks that I want to do before it gets just too hot. That is something that I've wanted to do for quite a while, do some local bushwalks. Usually I don't do it, mostly because I don't have anyone to go with, and now I'm thinking, bugger it, I'll just go by myself. I'll take you with me. So hopefully that will be coming up in the future. No promises, because, you know, I do have the attention span of a gnat. But, yeah, all going well. That's what's coming up in the future. I'm having a lot of controlling issues with my focus this afternoon. I'll see you all again next time. Bye.